Welcome to Honest Whispers Unboxing and Inspection. On this video, I'll be unboxing and inspecting Wonder Woman limited edition cold cast porcelain hand-painted statue. Released by DC Direct in December 13th, 2000. Sculpted by Tim Bruckner. Based on designs by Brian Bolland. And it includes a DC Comics official certificate of authenticity. This is limited edition number 3427 out of 5000, and it is approximately 9.5 inches tall. This statue, when it released, it's actually notoriously known for having broken left ankles. I don't know if it's the statue design or the foam protector design that I guess puts a lot of stress on this left ankle. So even for a brand new statue, it might come with the broken ankles. So I do have my concerns regarding this. When I first bought this, and this is actually my second one, which I bought as a backup actually, or a replacement, just in case my first one got damaged or broken. And this one, I inspected it after I bought it, and then I repackaged it and then kept it in storage for basically 20 years. So now it's in vintage status, and I'm gonna open and inspect this so I can take pictures and list it up for sale. So this one is a full-size statue, and it doesn't say full size or anything like that because when it was released, there was only one size, and I think around 5 years after this was released, basically they released a mini version, which is about, I would say, like 7 inches maybe tall, so a little bigger than half its size. So this one, just simple 4-color box, opens up nicely. But as you can see, somebody wasn't careful when they closed this, probably got caught in the middle, and you could see some creases, a bit of a dent-like crush right there. And then the certificate of authenticity, which is kind of dumb because you'll see it's just kind of a unmarked postcard. It doesn't have any numbering or anything like that. So yeah, so I guess that's probably why they stopped doing certificate of authenticities for statues, because the statue itself is pretty much, you know, authenticity, although I know there's a lot of fake stuff being made out there now. And then they actually have a little warning: fragile, remove statues carefully. So that's something that these companies don't put these little memos in there anymore, other than maybe part of a sticker. Like I know Sideshow Collectibles has a sticker that says to be careful. And this one, as you can see, foam protector, has little grooves. It is a bit big for me to try and take this out here, just because the table is already high, so it's really hard for me to, you know, lift over my shoulders. But you know what, I'll try to just hold this down, avoiding my fingernails digging into the foam. And I know most people don't care about the foam condition, but for me, just the way I am, I'm gonna just try to keep it in perfect condition. So this one, yeah, gravity's not gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to just slide it out like a kind of like a reverse accordion. If I could just get a good grip. Not too slippery. So, okay, with this, let me try the gravity method again. I'm gonna try, and then, yeah, the box is too light, so I'm gonna use my thumb right here to gently push down the flap and get the foam protector out completely. So there it is. Let me set these aside. And here it is. So again, one of the older ones that doesn't have front, or rather top and bottom written on it, so I can't tell where the top is, where the bottom is. Now, from experience, usually the thinner one is the bottom. This one's exactly the same size. So I'm gonna try and see if I'm thinking, I mean, for me, by logic, I would think the piece that sticks out is the bottom, but again, by experience, I'm gonna assume that this piece is the bottom. So here, as you can see, somebody probably like dug into it. That's why you get foam damages like that. What I'm gonna look for, since I taped this completely flat, okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. There's like a little, I guess a little wrinkle, I guess you could call it. And then that way I could stick my finger in there, pull this tape out, and then make an incision outwards. And then that way I could just pull the tape out completely. I know there's a lot of people out there who just kind of slits, you know, cuts the knife through. I mean, which is fine. I mean, you could open it, but it's just that you'll get a lot of foam damage. And again, I know a lot of people, getting foam damage won't really, you know, devalue the statue or anything like that. But if you're trying to take care of it on the long run, I mean, I would really want to avoid, you know, like this. And every time you open and close, you're going to keep chewing out pieces of foam. And again, I have, you know, my intentions are to sell this, so of course I don't want to damage it for the buyer too. You know, the buyer may care about it. So here we go. Is this the top or bottom? And this is the bottom. So I should have went with my logic rather than just guessing through experience. Now I want to flip this over. I hope this keeps it stable. And then when you flip it, then put it down. So okay, so here we go. Slid out. And again, this is the older version, so I can see why you could have broken ankles, because they used a lot of foam. Again, not like the hard foam, but soft foam, cut out pieces, and they kind of, you know, put it in between its places. So you can see, never taking it out. All this stuff is in its first position. Basically what I did to inspect it was just take a couple of these foam pieces out. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah. Not gonna work that way. So I think the safest way for me to do is, I could probably do it like this. I wouldn't recommend it, but there it is. So and before I set it down, let me see what the bottom looks like. Bottom has the the hand, it's hand number 3427 out of 5000. Looks clean and nice. And this one, I'm gonna set it down, the foam wrapping, and here it is. Can't see the ankle, but this is stuffed deep in between her legs. So trying to find which way would be best, because if I could show you different angles, the way it's kind of tucked under her lasso. So last thing I want to do is just pull it out, and then, you know, the lasso's kind of caught, so it might, I don't know, maybe break the lasso off or something like that. So for me, I would think the safest way is just to squeeze the foam into a smaller size and then just pull it out. And there it is. And with this, I do see, unfortunate, but I do see a hairline crack on the ankle. It's not as bad as I've seen, and again, I don't know if all statues have this broken ankle. I know it's very rare to not have a broken ankle. Overall, I mean, the condition, it's brand new, never been displayed. First time taking it out of the box completely like this, because initially I just, you know, took a couple of the top foam pieces off, took a look, and then just put it back in. This one, I mean, everything else looks great. The details is amazing. But this is what I wanted to show you. I see I don't really see a crack. Yeah, I do. Oh, it's so hard to get this focused. But I'll show you right here. You can see like that black line right there. Yeah, I just keep zooming right into the middle. I know it's kind of blurry. Let me see if I could get this in a better focus with the zoom capability. There it is. This might be better. Get rid of this tape. Okay, so yeah, right there, the white paint. You could see how there is a crack right there. And again, on the red part, you can't really see it. The crack actually has like a white tone to it on the red spot. You see that kind of right off the reflection. So again, I don't know if all of them have it, but I know a majority does. Very unfortunate. But actually, it's not that bad. And I mean, if I didn't know about this having a ankle problem, then, you know, I might not have noticed. Maybe I guess I would have noticed that little line right there between the white. That is just because of, you know, for me, just the way I look at things closely. But I could see how a lot of people will miss this. And it's really not bad. I mean, again, it's very unnoticeable. So just unfortunate. So let me go ahead and get this to the full zoom so you can see the full view of the statue. As you can see with the original comic book art, which is from, again, Wonder Woman Volume 2, issue number 72. cover by Brian Bolland. And here is the real life 3D version of it. I mean, very nicely done. I think the face could have been a bit better. But overall, it looks great. I love the way her costume turned out. And this is like one of my, if not the favorite Wonder Woman costume version in her history. So this is definitely one of my favorites. But the base is amazing. I mean, the base, I mean, even without all that stuff in the background, and if you had just a simple base right here, this Wonder Woman statue is awesome as is. But now with the base, you get all this, the statue, get the skulls, and this one's still wearing his helmet, which has very nice, intricate designs. Can get you a better zoom here. I mean, look at the teeth. So nicely done. The chains. I mean, everything looks great. And here's all the spears in the back. And it's all tied with the rope. Very nice details with the rope. And then, of course, more skulls, which is very cool. I like how this one, you can see the crack on his skull. So, must have died from a blunt force to his forehead. Oh, look at this one. That's cool too. I didn't even notice that. There's a skull. Reminds me of Cobra Commander. Just the way the, what is this? A blanket, a drape? How it's just laying over the skull right there. It's like a Cobra Commander Easter egg. So let me give you a nice 360 turn. I'm sorry, I don't want to stop that 360, but man, I gotta show you more of these details. Look at the dirt right there and the rocks. Wow, this is a lot better than I remember it to be. Because I remember I had one issue, or actually a couple issues. Like for instance, her butt is amazing. Looks great, perfect proportions and shape. But then right here, it looks like she has two, I don't know, crevice of her butt cheek. Almost like cellulite too. It just has a weird, unnatural, I don't know, like a curved divot. So I don't know if it's part of the design or if that's just from molding issues. And one more issue I had again was the face. It's okay, but you know, when I look at her from, you know, right here, her face just looks a bit masculine, or if not, kind of reminds me of I don't know, like, but definitely doesn't remind me of Wonder Woman. Just reminds me of a certain person, like an actress or something. Can't really put my finger on it. But anyway, I'm gonna probably do a full review for this statue and take pictures and list it up for sale. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, continue reading the King James Version Bible and eat your vitamin C's daily.